Good morning, my name's Shane Clark. I have a pest control company called Pest Force and I've used termite detection dogs for many years. And my good mate Steve Austin has often been critical of my dog training and says that I cue the dogs too often. There's too much eye contact going on between me and the dog. So to remove myself, the obvious weak link from the dog training picture, I've invented this. This is my Dogwall. So the idea is there are 16 holes all up and we can put target odours behind them and I can control the whole thing from an app on my iPod. So we can select which dog we're training, which target odour belongs to that dog, place the target odour and then reward the dog with either a food or ball depending on when the dog indicates. So in that way I can record how many positive indications, how many false indications and the time it takes the dog to find the target odour on each training activity. So if you like I can show you around the back and see what happens. So each one of the holes, we've made a little computer here that controls it, and there's a tennis ball delivery device up here that I can put in, tennis balls in or dog food, and then each one of these controls that hole, and each one is then controlled by the central master computer. And as you can see the holes on there, and the little green light is on number 10, which is here, and that's where our target odour is. We've also got multiple positions to place odours. So these containers just fit neatly in these holes, and they can contain whatever odour we want the dog to indicate on.
Why do we have two odour holes for?
Well, if I wanted to train my termite dog to, say, find termites in a dog food factory, I can place dog food in each one of these other holes as a background odour, and then the dog will only be recorded when he indicates on the target odour. I can also train the dog not to find a particular odour. So if I wanted to teach the dog, if the dog was constantly getting distracted by something, then I can put that odour in every hole and make that the background odour, so that then it becomes irrelevant as far as the dog's concerned. So each one of these contains 4 balls in each one. We could put hoppers on the top, but I'm going to put a system to put the balls back in from the front so I can reload it as I go.
Alright, well let's go outside now and have a look at a dry demonstration.
Okay, so I get my app and I open up the app, and here we can see I've selected Emma is the dog, 1 odour count. The trainer selects the odour so I can tell the wall where the odour is going to be. We can add a blind test if we want to, or a drop delay or a time limit, but we'll just keep it basic. So if we start the activity we can see the green light is on number 10. So if the dog
let me see that, let me show you that.
The green one is on number 10.
Hang on a second, that's good, yep, good.
And so if the dog's sniffing along, we press start activity, so the clock begins and it's timing the dog and the dog will sniff. If the dog indicates on number 7, we press number 7 and that's simply recorded a false indication, no reward. But then if the dog indicates on number 10 where the target odour is, we press number 10 and the ball drops out to reward the dog.
Could we do that number 10 again? Beautiful.
Alright.
Alright, well now that we've got that side of things, let's get a dog out and give, we've got a little working cocker called Emma, I believe.
That's it. We'll give her a run. So, I'll go and grab the dog. Okay, here we have Emma, who's a young working cocker. She's just commenced training, so we've got a target odour and some narcotic in there, and we'll see how she goes.
And she's a working cocker, isn't she?
She's a working cocker. Yep.
Okay. Her bloodlines are from Scotland.
That's it. Wales, actually.
Wales, good. Okay, all right.
18 months of age.
18 months.
Very green dog, this one.
Very green. All right, away you go.
So, all right. Good girl.
Eye paddles.
The idea of this is to remove the handler from the picture. So we won't give her any command. Emma, Half and come back here. Good dog. And we'll just see what she does. So I can stay behind the fence to make sure that I don't get in the way. She indicated on number 10 and the ball comes out. Good girl.
Then you have a game with her?
There's a good girl. Hey, good dog. Yes, good dog. Good dog. Here you go. And we can have a little game. Good girl. It's a good girl.
We might do that again, Shane.
Good girl. Here you are.
Good.
She's a great little dog. This. Come on, Emma.
And she's only about 3 or 4 days training.
That's it.
All right, let's do
So
another
we'll
one of
just
those.
put the ball
Yep.
in the pocket now. The fun's over.
Well, she's straight onto it.
Straight back. She starts sniffing the holes. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Correct hole. Ball fuse.
Beautiful work.
Good dog. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. So the idea is that the dog will work independently of the handler.
And then I suppose, Shane, after a while you can start putting the commands in, and you can start saying the command find,
That's right.
and get the behaviour you want, either the sit or the hold or whatever.
For whatever indication we're looking for.
Exactly.
And here we go. She wants to get it from there again.
Yeah,
It's
that's
much more
great.
fun than getting it from me.
She's a machine. And she's only had 3 days training.
Good dog.
We might put her on back on the lead now because I don't want to keep on going.
There's a good dog, Emma. Good girl.
All right, we'll whack her on the lead.
Yeah, good dog. Good dog.
Well, that's fantastic, Shane.
No, there we go.
And we're going to make. You were telling me earlier that you're going to think about making a portable one as well as a permanent one.
Absolutely, yeah. And we can get our little circuit boards all mass produced, but you can install this into any wall. You could install this into a vehicle. You could install it into an existing building or a shed or a facade or just a piece of plywood, if you like.
And it's all about installing the imprint stage, and also a great way of developing a non-target response, and also a great way of getting a target response. So the non-targets don't pay, and the targets do. And then with your double whammy rewards, with your double whammy target placement, you can put background target odor in there, depending on where the dog is going to work, for example.
That's exactly right. So if I've got a job coming up in a particular situation that might be full of a particular distraction, if I'm going to a goat farm or something, I can put goat odour into each of those holes and then make the odour of the goats purely background odour.
And in an airport, you'd put in suitcase odour and clothing and toothpaste and all those other things that the dog would come across in a suitcase scenario.
Right. And if I wanted to train the dog to search bags, I can just line up bags in front of the wall. And when the dog indicates on the correct bag, I can reward the dog in the same way.
Great. Thank you very much, Shane Clark, and thank you very much, Emma.